Hey Sagittarius, I wasn't going to do any readings today, but I thought as I'm gearing up for my Christmas nap, I thought let's take a final look at 2023. Let's do it. So this is, situations or what may be coming up in the last week of December, okay? Because after this, y'all, we're on to January. We're just doing all January all the time. For real. For real. And it's interesting, there are opportunities coming up, and it might be difficult for you to see that, because, I do feel a lot of this full moon in Cancer here too. So I'm going to do a full moon in Cancer reading. But the full moon in Cancer is really the dump. It's release. It's going to release emotions and all of that. But, I have to say, be careful, dudes, about this final week in Mercury retrograde, because there is a connection with Mars that could make our conversations very hinky. And I always feel like at the end of a retrograde is like that, the retrograde itself doing its final push, and it can be almost like the most difficult time. So watch your conversations, especially in terms of misunderstandings in which, Mars is aggressive and Mars is the planet of war. So, just keep an eye. People might be a little extra in the upcoming week, but Merry Christmas, my friends. Merry Christmas. I hope this day is filled with peace and love for you. For sure. Because I am seeing a lot of processing here and a lot of completion still. I know. Why do I laugh at that? Because I feel like we've been in completion energy forever, right? Forever. But there are things unfolding, which made me feel good, There might be little dramas going on, because I was seeing that, and what I was seeing was just, there may be people acting phony. There might be, but I feel like Sagittarius we transmute energy, y'all. And I feel like a lot of the time, we are really, I feel like we cycle people out a lot, to be quite honest with you. But let's take a look, because we're having ending here, right? And I feel like this is just you. I mean, being right and good with endings that have happened, because a lot of them have happened for a lot of people, whether this is like friendships, whatever. But you're definitely showing up here in death and rebirth energy. Okay. And so in terms of this ending, I feel like whatever endings that you've had, particularly, maybe you're completing them, you might be reflecting on them, but the truth is that, like, you had to do it. Like, for the 9 of Cups and Temperance, it's saying you kind of had to do it for your own peace, for your own happiness. You had to, and you might be having some emotions about it. But I feel like the emotions that you're having is just knowing those were things you had to do. In order for you to have inner balance and peace, you knew it was time for that, and I don't feel like this is tied up with any, resentment or what have you, but these were endings that you brought about for yourself. And sometimes, you know what? I'm going to choose my own peace. And that's really what it was telling you. And so right now you're supposed to be just kind of, sitting in your own energy and getting some rest where you can, because this is a time of renewal. You need to take time to recharge your energy to get back on track, and it's requiring you to have faith in new things unfolding. Okay, because Challenges ahead require you to have faith and breakthrough. I feel like you've had a lot of challenges, and that's what this energy was all about. But you're definitely feeling better. With the sun being here and the past being here, there were a lot of things that came to light for you. Maybe even that's just like realizations, and realizations about, what's good for you. That it's not about like, I don't love this or I don't love that person or whatever, but how about I love myself? How about I just want to feel good? And I feel like that's at the crux of it. And it wasn't that certain things from the past didn't have good memories attached to them. They do. But what you're seeing, though, is that there are some things you needed to do for yourself. It's like no shade. But you got to go because I have to focus on my own emotional well-being. And I feel like, this was really essential for you in terms of choosing. When we say we choose ourselves, I feel like sometimes we can be a little aggressive about it. And it's not all that. It's just like I'm choosing to do what feels good to me because I deserve to feel good. So you're kind of coming to some peace with the past. You definitely are. And maybe even seeing why things had to happen, and they had to happen for your own peace, Sag. And it's okay to make your peace a priority. We tend to really take care of other people, but you know what? That's an essential part of choosing you. Your heart is important too. So, unfolding, access to greater prosperity, but there are doors opening for you, Sagittarius. Okay? There are doors open with you. It could be in love because we're seeing the Two of Cups, but it's not just that. It's like, if it's people who align with you. The Two of Cups is also friendship and strong bonds. So doors are opening for you to form strong partnerships, strong connections with people who see things the way you do, who feel the way you do, who are on the same level as you spiritually. Because the Two of Cups is also you and your higher self. And so lots of doors opening for you, Sag. It might be slow, but it's coming, is what it's telling you. And tarped, and you might be feeling stuck right now. And this is going, I don't think you're going to see this coming. I don't, because there is this energy of getting clarity on the past or unpacking some things from the past, right? Because you're taking this time, and it's really beautiful, actually. Before anyone fights me and says I moved on. All the time we will have things, unfold. Like we'll say like, oh, I thought I was over that. And then something else comes up. But what you've been working on, and it may have been difficult, but the ability to see things differently, to see the past in a different way, to open your eyes to what you maybe didn't want to see. And the Six of Cups is a gift. Like also saying that all of these things that happen were a freaking gift for me. Because with the Hangman, we have to let go of a previous way of thinking. And so I feel like that's what you're doing. And that's what you're doing in this kind of in-between time, because we're seeing perspective here too. With cutting ties. Short term. What's interesting is I feel like Sagittarius, you are cutting ties with anything that appears to be temporary to you. And just know too that your cutting season is just about over. The clearing is just about over, and the universe is trying to show you that. They may be sending you signs of things that are coming. I mean, what numbers can we look to for that? 333, And especially if you've been seeing 444, because that is telling you you're on the right track. And so, you know, what's going on behind the scenes is amazeballs. Oh my gosh. The Ten of Cups, the Star, the Six of Pentacles, and the Emperor. What? So for some, this can be a person coming in your life. Someone, you know, the Ten of Cups is obviously things turning around for you and things really making you happy. I mean, I feel like you are really going to be feeling like you're moving in the right direction, especially with the Star, and really having faith that things are going to get better, that things are turning around, and just choosing to be happy. I feel like this is bringing a person in for you. I will be real, Sag. I do feel as if the Emperor is a person here. Now, the Six of Pentacles can be someone wanting to give to you. It can be, I feel like someone is helping you. Like, especially with whatever it is you're trying to do here. You know? So, let's see. What more can you tell me about the Emperor? Okay. Nine of Wands. The hard times are over, that's for sure. Tell me about the Emperor. Three of Cups. Oh my gosh, Sag. Tell me about the Emperor. Oh, wow. You have a fated event coming. It's so funny. I should see this at the end. And you've dealt with some people that have not been, like, because shadiness is on the bottom. So you might have a hard time trusting this person, okay? But just know that, like, toxic people appearing in your life, I mean, we always encounter them, but it feels like that's a cycle that's cycling out, Sag. Because you are, I feel, you know, it's interesting because I feel like the Emperor and the Six of Pentacles are the type of people you're attracting to your life, right? And if the Emperor is a specific person, because we're seeing the Two of Cups, you could encounter this person because it could be friends, or you just deciding, oh, look, it's time for me to stop, you know, being by myself all the time. It's time to get out. Because the Three of Cups is a celebration. The Wheel is an unexpected change, right? An unexpected change. And it's also fate. Wow. And there is, I feel like this could be a person for you, Sag. Very mature person. Got their ish together, right? And you could meet this person. And maybe the universe is telling you, you know, so if you get an invitation to go out with friends or family or whatever, I'm telling you, take it. Take it, okay? And I feel one thing in particular. Oh, yeah, you got new love coming in. Okay, new love wants to come in, Sag. But there's definitely something that, like, there's some sort of issue with trusting your heart. So, you know, that might be something that you want to work on. Oh my gosh, someone has an Aries coming in for real. And this person's pretty determined. Oh my goodness. Very determined, Sag. Yeah. This person might be a little aggressive, and I feel like you might not know how to take them. Because here's the Champion of Swords, which is the Queen of Swords. So you might be kind of guarded with this person. but that might come from a place of kind of maybe feeling like you may not even really, there may be an issue with trusting your heart, trusting your judgment, trusting your intuition with the Two of Swords and the Queen of Cups. But this is an Emperor, y'all. Jeez Louise. Okay, Sag. Wow, that was a lot, huh? That was a lot. Let's get some final words for you from our deck of inspiration. That looked like a peek into something new. Yay! How excited are we about that? We haven't seen new energy for like a month. Okay, Sag. Sagittarius, please inspire my friends. Okay. Devotion, tune into the portal of your heart, Sag. Yeah, you might need to, work on that. Trusting your heart. And Imrana, where are you being called to journey to? Because there's a new beginning coming in that you're going to need to. Okay, it's a heart-space journey, so it may be love. And for now, get some rest. Concentrate on recharging your batteries. And, we're cycling out and cycling in, Sag. Yeah, you're breaking, like there's a pattern being broken. Could it have something to do with your ancestors? It could. I don't know. Look at their relationships. But, you're getting ready for a brand new future, Sag. I'm so excited for us. Wowza. Wowza, Sag. So, that's what I have for you. Toodles, my friends.